Hey everybody, and welcome back to Northernlion Plays XCOM Enemy Within. I told you I'd be back exactly where we left off. Basically, what you saw was maybe like a 30-second break between the last video and this video. What I saw was me playing the game off camera for like 2 or 3 hours, getting back to this point on normal difficulty with a squad that can actually get shit done. So let's just pretend like episodes 3 and 4 didn't happen. We're on exactly the same council mission here, and let me introduce you to the new squad that we have at our disposal. So we've got Corporal Fizzlebeef. That's right, Roll Fizzlebeef is back. He's the man with the heart of gold, but the arm's made out of steel. Also, he is a bitchin' flamethrower. We've got Squatty Jude Law as our sniper. You've seen Enemy at the Gates. I think Jude Law might be a man, but Jude is kind of like Judy, and that's a girl's name, so sure. Also, she might be from Egypt, and Jude Law, I'm pretty sure, is English, but whatever. We got Assault Android Cactus is back. I actually don't like her armor very much. Let's make that a little bit more offensively bright so I can find her in the field. That is too dim. There we go. That's the shade of yellow that I was looking for. Alright, can't miss her. We got Florence Nightingale back from the dead as our squatty support with the medkit here. Unfortunately, not 3 medkits, but that's fine. And, of course, Corporal Big McLarge Huge. He's going to be our heavy. I think Fizzlebeef may have been a heavy as well. He may have been an assault. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. We're going to launch here. So functionally, this is exactly the same as what was happening in the other game, except I have the officer training school now, so I've upgraded my squad size a little bit, and I've only lost 1 soldier as opposed to, you know, the entire infrastructure of the XCOM project. So basically, this is just my way of kind of restarting the series without seamlessly missing too much, hopefully. So we are starting again on this portent mission, where we are going to have to rescue the man who is kind of trapped around here. So hopefully I'll do a little bit better this time. I'm going to try to, you know, don't forget that I have beaten the game on normal before. I think Classic just kicked me in the ass. And that's part of the problem with recording like a number of videos in very quick succession is that, God, I wish Control would be quiet sometimes. But it's the problem with recording a number of videos in quick succession sometimes is that people have tips for you, but you don't see those tips until a little bit too late. So people were like, never use half cover in... Oh, this is my sniper. I shouldn't do that necessarily. Never use half cover in classic difficulty. And I was like, oh, okay, well, that would have helped me a lot before I recorded episode 4 where my entire squad died. Anyway, basically this is functionally the same as mentioned. So I'm going to try to internalize that tip that was, you know, never put your entire squad into Overwatch until the very end of the turn. I did do it with one of these people, I think, but that's okay. So we're going to locate any survivors that we have, we're going to bring them back to our LZ, and then we're going to pretend like this whole nightmare didn't happen. I know it probably irritates some people that I chose to handle the series in this way, as opposed to, you know, basically going through the motions of losing on Classic, but I think this will make for a better product and a more entertaining one in the long run. Plus, it just means that I get more time to enjoy Enemy Within, which I am enjoying a great deal so far in spite of my ineptitude. So I can be reasonably a little bit more comfortable than I previously was. I'm excited to be going down this mech path. I really, you know, let's pull our pistol out on our sniper for now, just because if I'm going to be consistently moving forward with her, I may as well have the pistol out, which allows me to go into Overwatch. I think I will move up to here. It's a little scary. We might aggro some aliens, and we did indeed. There's a thin man from far away. But will he run or will he stay? I want to ruin this thin man's day. 50% chance. Well, before we take the shot here, let's go to our mech. And I just want to see if maybe I can get a shot with the mech. Is that like a hole in the wall here? It appears to be. If I put my mech here, will he have a shot at Thin Man Alien? No. So I guess I will just send my mech behind cover then, for now. And we have a 50% chance with our support, which will almost certainly kill, but there's, you know, probably like a 10% chance if it hits that it won't. I can't do anything with Big McLarge Huge that'll work. I could do a running gun and like run out here and then take out my pistol and have like a maybe a 30% chance to hit. Who else do we have here? Is that it? That's it. Okay. I think it's in our best interest because this is full cover, right? Yeah, this is full cover, which means I'll be reasonably obscured. I think it's a decent shot here to just take the 50% and see if we get lucky. We missed, but I still mathematically think that was probably the right decision. And we'll just put everybody into Overwatch for now, and on the next turn, we'll move up, and we can probably make something a little better happen. I don't expect... Oh, the Thin Man actually ran a little bit further towards us. He will have a shot, but I don't think he has a better shot. Yeah, that was wildly off target, which is fine by me. So I think this Thin Man's going to be pretty easy to get. Our support has a 50% chance to hit again. I kind of want to take that shot right off the bat just to see if we can not have to deal with it. Good. So I was going to make all sorts of other, coordinated movements to move my squad around, but because we just hit on the first shot, that won't be necessary anymore. So this is our sniper, so let's pop open this door. Man, I love getting to the point in the game where you can actually just, walk and shoot on the same turn as a sniper. I think that might be the next level of perks for her. So... let's be smart here. We're just going to send people out whenever is necessary, or wherever is necessary. Yeah, she can go into Overwatch for now, and you can go into Overwatch as well. And I don't really know where to put my mech. It's kind of a problem, is that a lot of the time, I just don't know what to do with these guys. I think I should put the mech in a position like here, maybe, where presumably Roll Fizzlebeef will be able to run out there and on the next turn do some serious damage with his flamethrower or his minigun. We'll see, though. So far, so good on this mission. Way better than the last mission, anyway. So Cactus has opened the door, and we do see another Thin Man. It would have been nice to have some Overwatches by the door, but I don't think this is going to matter. 41% chance to hit. Our mech does not have a shot. Florence Nightingale has a 50% chance to hit. We might as well take it right now, honestly. Again, just to see if we get lucky on the coin flip. We didn't, but that's okay. I don't think our sniper is going to have much of a chance at it. So this is 41% chance to hit. I could at least get out into this cover, which may give me a better chance. It's only half cover, but we have a 49% chance to hit. Never tell me the odds. I'll take it. Okay. Got lucky on that coin flip. And now we can move our sniper out a little bit further if there's any cover out here that's reasonably okay. Please tell me we don't just, run into a sectoid or something right in front of us. Yeah, I'll put her into Overwatch for now. I know I said, hey, let's go through I'm going to try to internalize the strategy of not putting people into Overwatch straight away. I think this is still fine, though. And now we might as well just put all these dudes into Overwatch, because otherwise it doesn't really matter. Hopefully we don't come across an alien here, or it actually would matter, and we'll go into Overwatch with this guy as well. Okay, so pretty good so far. We've killed 2 Thin Men. There will probably be at least 2 more before we even find the survivor. Let's take our sniper, and we've really got to get our sniper into a better position. Like a position where it will actually be possible to see aliens. So even if I actually aggro someone with a sniper on this turn, did I have a shot there? No, I was looking at something weird in my inventory, I guess. So I'll move my sniper out just a little bit further with a dash. Now she's going to become a little bit more useful as we've got her kind of forward seeing, so that she may be able to find some aliens in the future. So obviously our support is going to reload on this turn. Big, McLarge, huge. It's going to take a while to internalize how to say that. I may dash him forward. I think I will, actually. So I'm going to dash him forward to this door, which gave me basically a 0% chance of aggroing aliens, I think. But also puts me in a position where I can assault this door next time, which is pretty important. And we still have our mech trooper, who I think, I don't want to walk him into, aggro range yet. I think I might just put the mech trooper here and hope that we don't find anybody. Again, this is just so on the next turn I actually have a better chance for him to discover someone, and, he's on Overwatch as well, so if we find some aliens, it's good. Okay. Apologies there, I just took a second to recaffeinate a little bit. We will open up the door, and we see no one. So I think we'll duck in behind this half cover here. Now we do see someone, and it was on the other side of the map, unfortunately. But it does mean that our other support over here, Florence Nightingale, may have a decent shot. This is cover, this is cover. We'll see if Florence Nightingale gets a shot from here. No. Okay. We'll save her turn, because it might be best not to put her on Overwatch, and instead have her throw a smoke grenade around some of my more exposed units. Exposed units. I crack myself up sometimes. Alright, so I guess we're going to put, unfortunately, our mech has to go into Overwatch here. This guy actually has a shot. 48% is not bad, but I'm also not behind cover, so that scares the shit out of me. So I'm thinking it might actually be better to just cut my losses and actually run behind here, just so that I'm actually reasonably safe compared to what I would otherwise be. So again, we could run and gun. I think I will try it, and I'll explain why. Hopefully this works out for me. I at least want to have a shot, that's the thing. So very carefully choose your cover here. That full cover behind the door seems like the most likely option, and then we'll pop open the door, and our odds of scoring a hit here are going to be 37, which honestly Could be worse. So let's take our 37% chance here. All right, it actually worked out. So that was kind of a lucky break for me. I was actually going to use the smoke grenade from my support to make something happen there. Okay, this camera angle's freaking me out. And I think I will dash my sniper over, or just walk my sniper over to here. I'm having a lot of trouble getting my sniper into a position where, because you've got to kind of anticipate where aliens are going to come from, which is not really possible for me right now. So I've got to put her in a position. Oh, he's just, again, going through it for like the 10th time that these have been hit by conventional weapons, not alien fire, which is fine. But with the sniper, before you get that perk that allows you to walk and move or overwatch in the same turn, you've really got to anticipate where the aliens are going to come from, and if you don't find them, well, that's tough luck, isn't it? Well, there is no meld here, so I should probably, if possible, just take a turn before things get too crazy and reload all of our weapons. I only had one weapon to reload. Okay, well, at least we got that one shotgun reloaded. And we'll continue moving forwards, and once we, like, this will move a lot faster once we actually find the guy that we're trying to escort here. Because once we find him, oh, there we go. We can pick him up and then basically just sprint him back to the landing zone, and we've just got to kill Thin Man in the process, which is fine. There's no meld here, as mentioned, so we can just kind of move ahead fairly quickly. I probably should be a little bit more cautious than I am being right now, but since we've killed, what, like 3 Thin Men, I am skeptical that any more are going to show up. We'll see, though. If I discover someone with my mech here, this could be bad news. Nope, just this guy crouching behind the car, which is good. You know, better safe than sorry, right? Maybe we'll just take our sniper and we'll dash her all the way over here. It's kind of nice to have our sniper behind us at this point, because the Thin Men will spawn behind us after we... or Thin Men and Sectoids, potentially, will spawn behind us after we pick up this person that we're trying to escort. So it's theoretically possible that she could get a good shot, maybe even an overwatch, and cover our backs quite nicely. So, my mechanized soldier, if I remember correctly, is not good enough for this person. He's not happy when I go over there. So why don't we dash over Florence Nightingale? She's a good old-fashioned human. Okay, we did find a Thin Man. I thought that possibly could happen. And he's going to run all the way over there. This is disconcerting. Yes, I understand how to get to the LZ. It's like the 6th time I've done this mission, which is my own fault, admittedly. But, okay, so Thin Man is right here. I'm actually going to put my mech trooper all the way out here. If my mech trooper gets shot by a Thin Man, you know, shit happens. This is actually not that big of a deal. We got 53%. That was a pretty terrible shot. And we obviously have to put our survivor in a position where he's a little bit safer. So if we could get him behind some reasonably okay cover, like in this fire here, maybe like behind this truck is for the best. But then I don't know where the aliens are going to come from. So we'll just have him dash basically as far ahead as he can get. Alright, we still got to kill this Thin Man, if at all possible. Cactus has a 25% chance to hit. But actually, I can vastly increase those odds by doing a run and gun here. Now, this is playing very aggressively, which is probably not necessarily the right thing to do. At least I didn't aggro any other aliens in the process. 97% chance to hit is going to finish that one off really easily. And she earned a promotion. Excellent. So let's get our camera back around to an angle where I actually understand it. And overwatches actually do become pretty important here. Unfortunately, with a sniper, I can't really do that. It's alright, Cat. I think I'm actually going to survive this one. So let's go pistol in Overwatch. Who do we have left here? That's Big McLarge. This map doesn't look right to me. One second. I'll eventually get back to the point where it makes sense. This was the way the map is supposed to be. Did I just move our sniper, like, backwards? Maybe. I hope not, but, and by backwards, I mean, of course, the opposite way. Not back towards the LZ, which would actually be the right way. Anyway. Oh, I think that's her right there. Yeah, that's not the best cover, but it'll be fine for now. Alright, so we should have some more people showing up here. I'm still feeling a little on edge, but if I actually manage to complete this mission, I'll feel a whole lot better about the way that things have gone so far. So, 2 Thin Men showed up. One of them literally on the tank right behind me, but apparently I can't see him, which kind of boggles my mind. Oh, we do have a... the sniper that we threw out there actually did get an Overwatch shot with the pistol, which is good. So that makes it exceptionally more likely that we will get a hit here. Obviously, he can be seen. So we got to worry about a couple things here. Who is our shot on? He's on the one on top of the car. Where's the other one? The other one is on top of the building where Cactus is. Or where Cactus is near, I should say. So I do think, because I want to move our sniper, I do think we should take our pistol out and maybe just take a 75% chance to murder this dude. Alright, good hit. I always get worried when I don't see the kill cam. And we should get Big McLarge Huge out of here, because otherwise he is going to be in that kind of like poison cloud potentially. And we'll just put him on Overwatch, and that's in case any thin men show up on the next turn. He'll at least have a shot at them before they have a shot at him. So I'm not going to be able to put everybody in Overwatch here, but I do want to put them in positions where they have you know, a pretty good chance of not being hit by thin men fire. In particular, it's a little scary for this guy that I'm escorting here, because he can really only take 1 or 2 hits before he dies. So I guess I'll dash my support over here. And I'm wary about where to toss down our survivor. We should definitely, we'll take Cactus back here. And we want to do this because, you know, what I mean is I want to put her in a situation where she's not necessarily being right around these other guys, because if there's one poison cloud that comes in, that's a real problem. So I'm just going to have my survivor kind of hunker down here. Where did this guy come from? Is that a new thin man? If so, what are our odds here? 41. Cactus has been a, you know, pretty great player for us so far. Alright, well, we gotta take out this thin man, right? So let's figure out how to make it happen. It might be for the best just to toss a grenade over here. Yeah, sure. Let's do that just to simplify things a little bit. And kind of remove us from the cruelty, I should say, of the random number generator. So, with that thin man dead, I give a glorious middle finger to Dice everywhere and say, fuck you, Dice, I won't do what you tell me. And we still do not have another target. I'm not sure if I've miscalculated and there's maybe just not another target out there in the world today. If so, that's absolutely fine. So let's have this guy hunker down again. And you know what, Florence Nightingale, I kind of like you where you are. And same for our sniper. I'm actually okay with the sniper being here for now on Overwatch. And we're basically putting everyone on Overwatch just in case some thin men show up here. Because if I can kill the thin men on the turn that they show up, or the sectoids on the turn that they show up, that's great for me, because I don't have to waste a turn when I could be moving, shooting them. That's my feeling on it anyway. So we have no shots here. This is actually a pretty disconcerting situation. Alright, let's start by moving Cactus up a little bit. Maybe she'll be able to get a visual. Nope. So what I'm actually going to do is there full cover anywhere around here that I can dash to? Yeah, but it's not in the right direction. I'm gonna go pistol to increase our odds of hitting, and then Overwatch here. And I'm gonna take our sniper and basically do exactly the same thing. So we're gonna put sniper right here and put her on pistol and Overwatch. So that's potentially one sectoid dead. And mostly I'm worried about the dude that we're escorting here. Obviously, he's over here. I'm gonna put him. Actually, it's probably best to put him like behind the tank over here, like right there. That seems like a really good spot to me. Okay, Florence Nightingale, we would also like to get into a position where she's reasonably safe. This seems like a very good one here, and she'll also have a shot if they kind of peek their heads over the top. So, acceptable. Now, Big McLarge Huge. There's full cover back here. That's only half cover. There's half cover back here. And I can just put him into Overwatch. And then our mech, it really doesn't matter, I think. So I'm just going to have him go Overwatch straight away. And again, we're waiting for one of these sectoids to pop his head out over. And yeah, 4 people got a shot at him. Missed, missed, missed. 4 misses? I find that hard to believe, quite frankly. Oh, and our 5th shot. Fizzle Beef. You're all fucking fired. Pack up your Alien Invasion desks, your copies of Alien Invasion Monthly. Seriously. Yeah, okay, well, maybe I should get that guy on my team. Obviously, he knows how to shoot a gun. So, on this turn, we still have a thin man to watch out for, keep in mind. Why don't we use our flamethrower for once? That'll be bitchin'. This is the first time I've ever used it. I decided to go with this instead of the uppercut, because we've already seen the uppercut. So why don't we just light this man on fire? Alright, that's pretty cool. I'm down with that. Our survivor, we're just gonna have you kind of move behind this and hunker down again. I apologize that this mission is taking forever, but, you know, better safe than sorry to a pretty wide degree here. You know, if we're gonna miss with our pistol, I might as well miss with the shotgun, which would do more damage if it actually did manage to hit. So, again, we'll just take some time to Oh, I should actually go with the sniper rifle and keep on Overwatch this turn. We're waiting for the other thin man to poke his head out, ideally. And everyone's going to go on Overwatch. So hopefully Thin Man kind of shows his face. There he is. Now let's not get 5 misses this time. Even like a single hit. Yeah, there you go. That single hit right there was enough to get the kill. So now we can actually, because we took our time there, move forward in a reasonably safe fashion. So we have our survivor here. It's actually like his birth name. He's not actually just like the dude who survived the attack. He's just, his parents were a huge fan of early 2000s era Destiny's Child. Which, who can blame them really, but we're going to move a little bit towards the LZ here. How far away are we? Probably another 2 turns if we don't encounter any aliens. And if we don't encounter any aliens, it will be the most boring 2 turns of all time. But I'm guessing we're going to get at least one more wave of enemies that kind of show up. So it would actually be fairly smart for me to just kind of keep some of my troops not against the wall, because that's going to give them a very poor line of sight. Obviously, Roll Fizzlebeef is a very convenient kind of mechanized abomination to, you know, God's great Earth. So I can just keep him kind of out in the open here because he's not affected by cover anyway. And we'll send our support over here, where maybe she will still have line of sight. And now there should be another spawn from aliens. Yep, okay, so they're going to land on the roof, which is the most annoying part of all. Just Overwatch immediately, usually, yep. I don't think they can move after they land, which makes sense. I guess. I don't know how alien technology works. It seems like it would make sense. So we've discovered an alien. For some reason, he doesn't have a line of sight on me. This is a terrible shot, but 21%. Let's give it the old college try, right? Maybe we'll get extremely lucky. That looked like a pretty direct hit, if you ask me. Do we have anyone else with line of sight? Fizzlebeef does not have it, but he may, when I put him over here, he'll have like a 10% chance to hit with that minigun. Yep, okay. And, oh, 53, actually. That's pretty good. Alright, so he's going to pick up a kill, and then, I guess presumably this time, we can just book it to the exit again. If we discover anybody over here, that might be really bad news for my survivor man, but I think Les Stroud is going to be okay. So we got another car. That's acceptable. I will use that as cover. The one soldier I lost off camera, he was a support, which I thought was funny because in like the previous episodes I was like, oh my god, we really need a good support. And then I was like, yeah, I have a good support. Oh, he died. The way that he died was so stupid. I didn't even notice, but he was standing next to like a car that was on fire, and I put him into Overwatch, and then he's like, oh, by the way, the car exploded and did like 69 damage to me, so I'm dead. So we're just going to have the escort get into the landing zone here, and that should be the end of this mission. And it went substantially better. Yeah.
You're still not getting anything from me.
Excellent work, Commander.
Apologies for the kind of extended silence there, but I was letting him talk, and then I was like, I'm not going to let Control talk. Okay, so nobody's hurt. Remember, Fizzlebeef, I thought that said Corporal Android Boner Cactus for first. And then I was like, Deep Teal? What kind of nickname is Deep Teal? Anyway, I guess it's like Deep Blue, like that computer that played chess and lost to Gary Kasparov. That was ages ago, anyway. Okay, so we've got some sergeants now, which is good. I think this is like as high as we got anybody in the earlier episodes. Mission 6 kills 9. You can't make this stuff up, Boner. Anyway, lightning reflexes forces the first reaction shot against this unit each turn to miss. Pretty useful, especially if you like run and gun past an Overwatch alien and then it misses, and then you can just hit it from behind. Hit it from behind, the Boomer wink wink story. Close and personal. The first standard shot made within 4 tiles of the target does not cost an action. Wait, that seems pretty useful. Except it can't be combined with running gun. It still seems pretty useful, but I'm going to take lightning reflexes for a little bit more survivability, and because that does have some synergy with what was I going to say? Remote run and gun, not remote control. So Snapshot removes the sniper's restriction on firing an Overwatch after moving. Extremely important to get that. Corporal level snipers are a big boost. Okay, now we have a new mech trooper ability. Confers 2-point damage against targets that have been autopsied. That's kind of interesting. So if we do like a sectoid autopsy, then we'll do like possibly 7 damage to sectoids instead of 2. And what's this one? When the mech takes damage, all further damage will be reduced by 2 for the next 2 turns. That also seems pretty good, but I love the idea of being able to do 2 extra damage against all enemies we autopsy, especially if we get all the satellites up in South America. Then autopsies and interrogations complete instantly, so it's just like free bonus damage. I kind of like that. Cool. Relatively successful mission here, I would say. Now, let's handle our XCOM stuff. So we got a scientist and engineer and a few credits. So I should give you kind of like a tour again of where we are with our XCOM facility here, because this is a new game, basically. I need to launch satellites over China and Japan pretty much as soon as possible, so I believe I am in the process of building a satellite uplink. It'll be done in 9 days, and a satellite will be done in 15 days, which is fine. Now, what am I doing in the research? Oh, okay, alien materials. And what else am I building? Just the uplink facility. It's probably in my best interest to build a laboratory, but I should definitely build alien containment as well. So let's start with alien containment. It's going to be 85 credits. That's not so bad. And a laboratory would really speed up research. Maybe I can put it under the officer training school. How much is this? 125. Jesus. All right, well, that's going to make it pretty difficult for me to do anything else, but getting research speed increased by 20% is very important as well. And we do have another council report coming in, 25 days. So let's go to mission control. We'll let some time tick by. I probably won't do another mission over the course of this episode, but we'll see if there's any more stuff that I can, handle here while we're waiting. Okay, alien materials has been done, so we can build nanofiber vests, which are not very useful. In my opinion, anyway. We can get beam weapons, carapace armor, or work on some autopsies, or experimental warfare, which makes our ships a little bit better. All of these are fairly important, especially because sectoid autopsy and thin man autopsy. I think that might give me new kind of ways to like add things to my mech, if that makes sense. I also think, let me shut up for a second, Dr. Valen. Can we build a foundry yet? No, that comes a little bit later, I guess. Acceptable. Alright, well, let's go back into research, start a new research project. I think it would be nice to have beam weapons. It'll finish a little bit faster than carapace armor. I think they're both pretty useful, but sure, we'll start with beam weapons. And we'll, again, let some time tick by here. So we got 4 days until alien containment is done. Oh, I really want the uplink to be done as soon as possible. But anyway, okay, so we have Australia, Brazil, St. Petersburg. Probably go to Australia here. It's a very difficult mission. I expected we would probably see chrysalises here. But we get a lot of scientists as well, which is important to increase our research speed. So this is probably where we're going to end this episode. I'll just confirm that we're going here. As always, thanks for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed the episode. Again, I apologize that I had to restart on normal, but hopefully this was a relatively seamless way of doing that. And I hope you're enjoying the episodes. As always, thanks for watching. Make sure to show your support if you did enjoy the episodes by clicking the like button. It helps me out a great deal. And of course, subscribe if you want to see more daily XCOM. As always, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you next time.